Hey, slashers and scream queens, and welcome to the Horror Daddies Podcast.
A podcast where we talk about horror movies. You're so silly, Carrie.
And the Carries in them.
I'm your film daddy, John.
And I'm your Horror Daddy, Carrie.
Oh, what movie are we watching today, Carrie?
1976, Carrie.
Whoa. What is it, Jerry Springer? This is a Jerry Springer episode?
I'm a man.
It was the one that he says is like, I can beat your ass like a woman or beat your ass like a man. It's like, whoa, Jerry Springer. Oh, so
You know, Jerry Springer kind of like Stephen King. Anyways, that's not the topic of today. Let's move on.
quickly.
Yeah.
Before we do 30 minutes of Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
So today we are watching the hit classic.
Yeah. 1976's Carrie, directed by Brian De Palma, and it was written by, the screenplay was written by Lawrence D. Cohen, and obviously the novel is by Stephen King.
I do have a fact that I thought it'd be funny to share for Joy, our Sal connoisseur.
Okay, share.
The director, Brian De Palma, also known by directing movies such as Scarface.
Oh.
Very, right. It's very different.
I've never seen Scarface.
What?
Yeah, I know.
It's great.
I'm not hetero.
I think. Oh, that's true. That's true. And then I can tell, by the way. Get it? Because
Yeah,
you know.
I'm serving the blonde. I wore pink, mama. You know, kind of.
Get your dirty pillows out of my face
Oh.
before I suck on them.
Whoa.
And movies as Mission Impossible, the original one.
There's no way.
See, Joey and I just finished watching the Mission Impossible movies up to the one that's in theaters now.
Mhm.
So it's kind of how it came back. It's in a circle.
Okay.
So he did direct the first Mission Impossible movie.
Wow, that's crazy. He's come a long way.
He has
Is he
29 years.
Is he still with us?
Tom Cruise?
No.
The
director.
I was like, I think so. Brian De Palma. It doesn't. You know how Letterboxd has like a birthday. It doesn't say anything.
He's still with us. Yeah.
Thank God.
He's kind of handsome,
Let me see him. Okay.
right?
Yeah, he's handsome.
Brian De Palma.
De Palma. But
Okay.
Carrie. So, what are your thoughts? Let's do the reviews now.
Okay, yeah, like my review.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we in every movie we go to Letterboxd and give this movie a rating and review. So what was yours, Carlos?
I gave it a 4.5. It went up from the last time I watched it. Last time I watched it was like in 2022. It says Carrie is #girlboss. Don't bully people. Carrie should be the prime example of this. 4.5.
That's true. That's true. That's a good one.
Thank you.
I was fighting about it. I'm like, I don't know if it's a 4 or a 3.5. I think I'm gonna give it a solid 4.
Okay.
With a heart on top of
Yes,
it.
yes. Mine did have a heart too.
Yeah, that's good. That's good to notate. This movie is actually pretty great. Makes you care for Carrie. Makes you feel bad for her. Makes you hate the motherfuckers. I think it just has a lot of moments where it's just padding for time.
Yeah.
There's so many moments that I'm like, okay, the scene with the girls working out outside that they're being like punished. We didn't need that. It's like 10 minutes of them working out, and it's like, I don't care.
I agree with that. That's like a fair statement. But even then, the movie's so well done that it doesn't bother you. It doesn't feel like it's like, oh my God, get to the point. You know what I mean?
Because it's already short. It's already a short movie.
Yeah.
So it's like, it doesn't bother me at all. It's noticeable. Like, I noticed it, but then like the moments that really are like with the mom, and she feels so scary, and Carrie, I mean, she's a fantastic actress. Like, and the ending, the third act of that is just so aesthetically pleasing. Like it's done so well that,
and I feel like it gets to the setup fairly quickly.
It does.
Like it really sets up every scene right to where like to the prom, which is where it needs to go.
We did have someone do homework and research for the podcast.
Yes.
So we had Joy,
Because it wasn't us.
Yeah, because we don't read books. So she ended up reading the novel, and she wrote some notes and stuff. She was like taking notes. She watched a movie beforehand, being like, okay, I see what they're doing here.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, she took this shit seriously.
So I have questions. Are you gonna compare and contrast as we go, or do you want to? Okay.
She's gonna go. Actually, but we should mention that this movie was a request.
Yes.
We don't do these usually.
No.
If this was for someone's birthday.
Yes.
This is for Nicole.
Yes. Happy birthday, Nicole.
Happy birthday, Nicole.
A little late. Apologize. But
yeah.
We made it.
We made it out here. We're here for you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vin. But she wanted us to see if we could request this movie. And yeah, of course. We would love to do this. We love this movie. So.
Yeah. So happy birthday. I hope you had an amazing birthday. And here I am as Carrie, just for you.
Carrie herself is giving you a shout out right now.
There's no bucket up here because if there was, bitches would actually die.
This dumb bitch doesn't know that there's a bucket on top.
Okay, Linda. Okay, normal. The budget was 1.8 million. Movie made 33.8 million. Now this movie has 13 taglines on IMDb.
God damn!
I said, what in the this is the world wrecking Carrie with the 13 taglines. Let's remember that Carrie has the most.
Oh Lord.
If anything else beats that, then we'll put that in our world record of Horror Daddies. Where are the taglines? I lost it.
So I know the one in Letterboxd that says, "If you've got a taste of terror, take Carrie to the prom."
Okay, that's a good one.
It's okay. That feels kind of. If you've got a taste for terror,
yeah, it's like we don't know that she crazy.
Yeah,
no, she's not crazy, but we don't know that she got powers.
It could have been like, if you want a taste of terror, take Carrie to prom.
That's
because sense. It's like. Okay, like it kind of like I'm expecting something for taking Carrie to prom.
Mm-hmm. That's true. So the first one here says, "You were warned never to push Carrie to the limits. Now you must face the evil consequences."
Oh, okay.
Okay. Number 2, take Carrie to the prom. I dare you. Okay, I did.
Yeah, what's Tommy up? Tommy did. Yeah. Well, you know what happened.
Talk to me, baby.
Number 3. Carrie may look perfectly innocent, but she'll shock you right out of your seat, and that's a promise.
Oh, and you know what they say about the quiet ones?
Mm-hmm. They're crazy.
They a freak.
Oh, that's what they say about my dirty pillows. Number 4, a chilling blend of American Graffiti and Psycho. That's just like 2 other movies that came after this.
That's a review. Yeah. That's not a tagline. That's a review.
All right. Number 5, the story of a lonely teenage girl who possesses a strange and evil power that turns a high school prom into a nightmare. That's also like a synopsis of the movie. Yeah. And a long ass tagline by that.
It's itchy.
Okay.
Oh, my wig is so itchy.
Lost count. The bone chilling classic based on the novel by Stephen King. The next one is You Won't Know Her Name.
Jesus. Okay.
After
I'm gonna go to sleep. Let me
know when you're done. Go to sleep. I'm sorry. We got like 10 more to go. If you got a taste for terror, take Carrie to prom. If only they knew she had the power. If you get a taste of terror, then you have to date. Then you have a date with Carrie.
What?
Okay, this one's from Australia. This is an Australian exclusive tagline. Oh, damn, I wish I could do an accent, but I can't. Sorry, and I'm not gonna try. If you got a taste for terror, you have a date with ...
Let me see. What did it say?
It's like the third to last.
If you got a taste of terror, you have a date with you. It's Australia. What?
I want to ask my coworker to read that tagline to me.
We should. Yeah, just record them.
Yeah. And then the next one is from Great Britain. So this is the UK one.
Oh God!
If you got a taste for terror, ... take Carrie to the party. I don't think they do prom over there.
Oh, I don't know. I
That's
guess
why it says party.
Anyone out there in the UK?
Anyone in the UK, let us know. And then the last one: if The Exorcist made you shudder, Carrie will make you scream.
I love that they like throwing shade at other movies. Like, oh, you think this one was scary?
Yeah,
shit, Carrie. Which is not even that scary, really.
No, it's not. It's not. The mom. Her performance is a little scary.
The ending part with the mom is so freaky. I don't like her.
But those are the 1 million taglines of Carrie.
And there goes everyone listening. Wake up. You guys can wake up now.
Welcome back.
Oh, man. But before we jump into the movie and we go deep inside.
Uh-huh.
Did you fight any demons?
Good question.
Talking about hell because Carrie,
That's true. She holds Satan's powers.
But how's your week?
Long. I'm very I didn't really fight I fight demons all the time, but I'm just very tired.
Yeah.
I'm very tired. I'm exhausted, but I'm also very motivated.
Okay. That's good.
And getting better physically.
Okay, that's good.
Also mentally.
Of course, that's more important.
Most important. Just waiting for some opportunities out there, and just trying to be patient before I crash out.
That's okay. Sometimes you gotta crash out, maybe, but crash out at a healthy way.
Yeah, because my crash outs are not.
Yeah.
I've been there.
We have to go to a rage room.
We do,
and there we can crash out.
Hell yeah, brother. Or I can just go to a prom and crash the fuck out, like Carrie did. You know,
Carrie said, "Fuck everything."
But other than that, it's just been a week. You know, working in America. You know, my U.S. listeners know.
Yeah, you guys know the world's
how hard it
going
is
to
out
shit
here right now. Yeah.
But Epic Universe.
Bitch, I said we should go to Islands of Adventure. It's empty.
Oh, that's true. Because everyone's just an Epic.
Yeah.
We're planning on it if you guys want to come.
I told you.
Yeah, I know. But she was like planning with me. So
I was telling Frankie, like, we should just go in December because everything's the merchandise is in December. I have some, people. Know some people.
Oh.
So merchandise in December is half off.
Allegedly.
Accusations.
Okay, we'll think about it. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Also, it's cold. It might be colder, so it's not gonna be as annoying if it is busy.
Yeah.
Because I can't do hot and busy.
No, I can't.
I can do cold and busy.
I can even do hot, just in general.
That's true.
It just annoys me.
It's too hot. It's been too hot too.
Yeah, I've been having like lunch outside, and I'm like,
outside. That's true.
Yeah, because I have to like get sun.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm not fucking depressed.
I usually don't wear tank tops.
And you're in here,
and I'm in here with a tank top.
I mean, you look good because you're going to prom.
It's a dress, yeah.
Yeah, it's because you're going to prom. Yeah. So I get it.
Yeah,
whore.
Also, trying to work out these arms. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, $5.
Yeah, let me
link
in the link. Yeah, let me know. DM me. Ask for it.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you haven't fought like big demons though. You're holding off.
Mm-hmm. The ones I can speak on here.
Oh, that's true. You already told me the rest.
Yeah.
Oh man, I haven't fought demons either. I've been my cat, that bitch. Thank God she's not listening because
she listens.
She does, unfortunately.
When you're editing, she's listening.
She's right there with me too. Yeah. She just sits there with me because I usually lock all, like I close all the doors in the room, and so she's outside. Mm-mm. And yesterday, Joey comes home from work, and I'm like, hey, can you open the door? It's like really hot in this room, so I want to know maybe the AC, air, I don't know, something. The cat jumps up the bed, gets this fucking close to my face, and goes, meow! I'm like, holy fuck, bitch. She just fucking screams at me.
Yeah, and it is funny. Cats have like an alarm system in them. Like they know. It's like mine's. I purposely, because I went out last night, y'all, twerking. And we came home super late, and as drunk as I was, I said, I'm feeding all of y'all. Because if I hear any of y'all at 7, 8 in the morning talking about meow and barking, I'm carrying this house. So, like, I fed them at 2 in the morning. Yeah, because they usually do eat at that time anyways, because when my man goes to work around 3 in the morning, they eat anyways at that time. So I was like, I'm feeding y'all now. Because if I wake up to meowing, I'm going to be mad.
Carry the lace front. Thank you.
So I get it.
Yeah, and the thing is that she does it after she eats. Like when she's done she'll eat, and then she just starts walking around the house. Meow, meow, and I'm like, oh my god, this girl's psycho.
Mine's before, and then the other cat, she quiet. She just waits.
She's patient.
Not really. She comes over. She'll jump on. That one will jump on you, but she's just quiet about it.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, this one she'll be in front of her food bowl for like 2 hours before. She's just waiting there.
Oh, she's like that.
Yeah, she just waits. Then when because it's automatic feeder, so it feeds her. She like try to catch. She try to catch it like in midair. It's like this bitch.
That's probably why. Okay, yeah, because the other cat, she sleeps, and I think I don't know if she thinks this way because she sleeps throughout the day, like in our closet specifically, and like she like sleeps, but she knows when to wake up for dinner.
Yeah, she's like,
because she'll come downstairs and you'll hear her from upstairs going meow.
She's ready.
And then the other one, I don't think she knows how to meow. Like she hasn't figured it out.
You don't want her to figure it out.
No,
just
I'm fine
let
with
her.
It. Like when she meows, it's like meow. You can kind of hear it, but she's not loud.
That's good. Keep it that way.
Yeah.
The little one, right?
The little one, yeah. But that one, I have a fight with her because she keeps taking off her collar.
Oh.
And like Frankie's like, we're gonna get her dog collars. Like, I don't want them to wear dog collars because they can choke.
Yeah.
And I know cat collars are specifically to get ripped off in emergency.
In case. Yeah.
So like, but she knows how to take it off.
That's crazy.
And then I'm like, I can't have you running around silently because one, you could be a murderer, and two, you could run out the door and I don't know.
And then you won't know.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're like, damn, I haven't heard her.
Even though she has not tried escaping like the other one has.
Oh, that's true.
And the other one, she thinks she escapes and like she's free, but she escapes and then automatically regrets it.
Yeah, she's... Oh my God. It's like vertical effect.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no.
Because one time she did it and we didn't notice and we closed the door and we're sitting watching TV and I'm like, why do I hear meowing? And why does it sound like it's outside? I opened the curtain because it was the glass door in the back, and I just see her like on her two paws meowing, scared out of her life. And I was like, "Oh my God, you're outside!"
That's so funny.
So she'll run out to the porch, but that's it.
You're like, let me
she regrets it, and it's because of the lizards. That's the only reason they try to run out because they know there's lizards. back there.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, this one is just we get home, and she's sleeping, and then she gets up. She's like, oh, damn. I was sleeping so much. Oh, I'm tired. I'm going to go sleep again. She just goes back. Like, damn, I've been sleeping a lot, guys. I'm tired.
Yeah, cats sleep.
Like forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's nice.
I've slowly become more of a cat person because they don't really bother you unless they want to eat, but that's about it.
It's just the cleaning. I think it's like so annoying.
I hate it. I love that I can just leave the dogs outside.
And they do whatever.
I have to pick up their poop, but like... That's it.
But like you don't got the dust and shit. And I know they sell like the ones that are non-dust. But then did I ever mention what happened?
They say that. But bitch is still dusty.
It's okay. So Joy ended up buying the ones that look like mulch.
Oh yeah.
So she ended up buying it because she hates the dust. She's like, I can't. It really bothers me.
Like the newspaper one?
No. It looks like pebbles, like pellets. It looks like but it's not the newspaper one. Okay. It's like it looks like wood chips almost.
Okay.
I don't know what it's made out of. But anyways, she ended up buying it just because of the dust and she ended up switching it. And I said, cats don't usually like change. Like you kind of have to like make it a slow process. But we'll see. We'll just keep an eye on her. And then, I work from home, so I'm like, I'm looking, man, I don't think she's used the bathroom. And I look and I'm looking in. I don't see any wetness, nothing. And I'm like, I don't think she's using the bathroom. So cats, you kind of want to make sure that they use the bathroom. So I tell her and she's like, let's give it one more night. And if she doesn't use the bathroom, we'll change it back. We'll just buy a new litter, like the old litter. So we go over and we look. She's like, I don't think she's using it. And then we look at her and the cat is standing in the carpet. She still has this one spot and she goes like this. Oh. And we're like, are you good? But she's not making eye contact with her. So she's like, like she looked like Carrie at the end of Carrie like that. I'm like, what happened, bro?
Her ears are back.
Pissed all over the
Yeah, so like the things what happened was I was leaving for work too, which is really unfortunate, but she was facing us, so we had no, and we were like far, we were like in the kitchen, so we had no idea what was happening. I'm like, is she good? And then I walk around and I just see a piss stain just going out from the back, and I'm like, oh no, she's pissing on the carpet.
It's like the way she like she was like moving, like she was like
her tail was like flexed. Yeah. So I was like, she's pissing on the carpet right now.
Yeah. So I ended up going straight to Target and then coming back, and she used it right away.
I used their brand. It's not as dusty.
No, I think it's just that any dust like really bothers her.
Oh,
so
no,
she
me
was,
too.
That's what.
But I'm like, I'll just deal with it because I don't want to. I don't want to
buy yourself a reusable face mask and just have it by somewhere and just put it on before you clean. That's what I usually do, and it doesn't bother me as much.
Or go do one of these. Yeah, no, but that's her. That's my little demon. She loves me. I don't know why.
I love mine too. Yeah. But I get it.
Oh, yeah. I didn't say I love her. I said she loves me. But she doesn't know that. She goes, that loves me. And I'm over here like scaring her. Yeah. Every second I get. Nah, she's great. But should we jump into the woman of the hour?
Yeah, let's jump in on me.
Yeah, I'm a bad bitch. You can't kill me.
That's what she said. She said that at the end. That's true.
So yeah, Carrie opens with some melodic like music.
What word is that? How do you spell that?
I have no idea. But it's pretty much, it opens with the girls playing volleyball. And then you kind of see Carrie off in a corner, and they pass the ball to her, and she misses. And they kind of be like, Carrie, you suck.
She's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's like, God damn, these girls suck.
I dropped my hat.
Yeah,
how are people going to recognize me?
Girl, you in that hat. She probably still wears that hat.
Yeah.
And then we get credits playing over the locker room scene, and there's a lot of bush in this first scene.
It's kind of crazy. It's very... I feel like there was an idea that maybe it wasn't as sexualized, but it just feels like it. Like, I understand if people are like, this is a sexualized scene, I understand it. I feel like I don't see it as that. I see it more of like, these women are so comfortable with their bodies, and then Carrie isn't. But then it cuts to Carrie just like fucking caressing herself, and I'm like...
And I feel like you're also like in a very vulnerable spot when you're like naked and changing.
Yeah.
But the girls are not running around slapping each other. I mean, some of them might be.
Grabbing their titties.
Yeah, like it doesn't feel porno.
No, yeah, exactly. Joy, does that happen in the locker rooms?
No.
Okay. I just wanted to confirm.
But also at least in middle school when I took PE, and even 1 year in high school, because I'm never doing this again. I never saw penises, and no one ever used the showers. From what I saw.
Well, I remember I was with a lot of jocks and stuff, and so it was like they were always naked. And I'm like,
not my high school, which I'm.
Well,
okay
I never took gym class in high school, so
I
wouldn't know.
We had to.
Yeah.
We had to do 1 year of gym or 2.
I did gym, and then it was like health class.
Yeah,
it was like half and half.
And it was half and half. Yeah. That's the what, but we had to get our credits.
But you graduate, even for like
events, we had to get credits. I remember like they were like, you can either take the gym class or you can do like an online course, and that's what I did.
Smart.
Yeah,
that's smart.
But I had to record myself doing push-ups.
I fucking hated.
You had to record yourself doing push-ups.
Yeah, that was my gym class in high school.
Ew, you had to send that. Yeah, I was like, the teacher got all those. That's crazy.
Why? I had a woman teacher.
Me too.
Okay, she be rubbing one out.
Also, my gym teacher was actually Judy Greer.
Wait, your name is Zoe. Her name, I don't know her last name. Chloe Moretz.
Chloe Moretz, the remake, guys. Anyway, so yeah, Carrie is taking a shower, and then blood starts coming down her leg, and she gets her first period.
I was like, where'd she cut herself?
And she doesn't know what's happening.
Yeah, she runs up to the girls like, help.
Yeah, because her mom never told her what that is, and the girls start making fun of her, telling her to plug it up and throwing tampons and stuff on her.
And the coach comes in and just slaps the shit out of her.
I remember okay guys, so I listened to like the first maybe 2 hours of the book because I do audiobooks, but I was also working, and like I'm kind of important, not to brag. So a lot of people, come and ask me questions every 2 minutes. So like, I got distracted. But I know in the book they kind of talk about how her mom never also told her about those things. Yeah.
Yeah, her mom believes that menstruation is like a sin.
Yes. Yeah.
Just everything a sin.
The mom is a religious heretic or fanatic or something like that. So anything. She thinks she's a misogynist too. She just women are sins and stuff like that. Yeah. So
Eve was weak. Say it with me. Eve was weak.
Eve was weak?
Yeah, bitch.
And Evie was a Pokemon.
Yeah, no, she sucks. The mom is really bad. And the whole thing is that she just seeing herself bleeding. Like, it's like, what the fuck is wrong? What's happening?
I would be freaking out too.
Yeah.
Like if you
had no idea.
Yeah. If no one ever told you. But also like, I feel like, I don't know how it was in the 70s because she's a senior, right? Yeah, she's a senior. Wouldn't that have been mentioned at least once in a health class?
Well, remember, I think even nowadays, like, health class is such a taboo thing where it's like...
Well, now, but I remember at least when... I was in school. I remember they at least taught us... It was 5th grade. They were teaching us these things.
Yeah, I remember in elementary school, it was optional, though. You had to take... For me, you had to take a slip home and you would have to, like, have your parents sign if they want you to take the class or not.
Oh,
That was for me though.
my generation. I'm just kidding. I don't think it was a slip. I think they gave it to us. At least the school I went to, they just did it.
Yeah, I mean, I was in Puerto
Times
Rico.
could have changed in the 3 years
Yeah.
we're apart. So.
Yeah, I was in Puerto Rico, so I had like one health class. I can.
Oh, in Puerto Rico, they just like you gonna get her pregnant at 16.
They actually do it.
Yeah, and
they show it to you.
Yeah.
Like,
and at 17, you get a job at McDonald's and you move in together. Like, yeah, Puerto Rico's crazy.
yeah, in Puerto Rico, they're like, girl, I know your boyfriend is 25 years old.
But that's okay here.
That's okay. I know you're 6th grade, but that's fine. That's normal.
Ay.
I remember going. Look back in time. I'm like, I had friends that their boyfriends were in college, and I'm in 6th grade.
I had a stepmom that was 5 days older than me. 5 days. Okay, she was still of age. My dad, she wasn't a minor because we were like maybe 21 at the time, but she was 5 days literally.
Yeah,
older than me.
no, I had
me and her got along. She knew I was gay.
Yeah,
She's
because
like,
you probably went to class
I didn't
together.
even have to tell her. She's like, I know, and I was like, girl, we besties.
Yeah, no, I had a friend that I just remember that like she was really cool and everything, and then one day she's like, oh, my boyfriend's coming over, and then it's like a grown ass man.
Yeah,
and I'm in middle school.
Yeah, I think that's why. It might have been because why the way I grew up is why I like older men. It's not my fault.
It's just like it was like everywhere. It was in everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure I hope things have changed.
Oh yeah, no. I
Because-
think now it's a little more aware now.
Yeah,
Still happens, but it's more aware.
yeah. Because I remember it was really scary.
I mean, my dad was a minor when I was born. I'll just say that.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. My dad was 17. My mom was 21.
Damn.
But again, the culture back then,
It was different.
It was normal.
Yeah, it was very different. That's crazy.
And my dad was probably like, "Oh, I'm hitting a 21 girl."
That's yeah. Yeah, that's true.
And little did he know his son was gonna come out fabulous. Love you, Dad. So
yeah. So then
the principal.
the principal is kind of just also doesn't know her name.
He kept saying Cassie.
Cassie.
I'm like, motherfucker, where do you hear?
Yeah.
I hear.
It's just a man. It's just a man. That's all he is. He doesn't care. And maybe he's distracted because of the coach. Because the coach is hot as fuck.
That is true. But like, my thing is, they correct him like 5 times.
Yeah.
And the 5 times he still says
Mhm.
Cassie until Carrie flips the bowl.
And then runs away.
Yeah.
So it's like she actually just fuck you. But the whole thing is that they're telling her like, hey, just take some time off. You get to leave early today, and then just don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna don't take PE for like a month. I think it was something like that.
And in Stephen King style, we have a kid on a bike because Stephen King loves having kids on bikes. And sorry,
It's true. It is true.
You know what's not in this movie?
Stephen King.
Baseball.
Oh yeah. Well, the baseball cap.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
That's the only thing, but that's true.
Stephen King movies is always kid on a bike and baseball.
Yeah. And he doesn't have a cameo in this one. I didn't
see
check.
him. Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't see it.
Just that he looks like Jerry Springer. So yeah, the kid calls her. What does he call her? Scary Carrie.
Scary Carrie.
Yeah, and she.
Oh, creepy Carrie. Yeah.
And she flips him off the bike.
In the book, apparently, it's something different, right?
I'm not sure, but I know it's like Carrie eats shit or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but they changed it.
Yeah, well, it's written on the walls at the school later.
Yeah,
when they're
the
cleaning
Carrie
it
White
off.
eats shit.
Yeah, Carrie White eats shit.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, everyone's just mean to this poor girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, so Stephen King did not have a cameo in this movie. This was actually his first ever film adaptation to one of his books.
Yes.
I didn't know that. That was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. And you know what's crazy? He threw out this book, and the wife found it.
And she goes, "Damn, this is kind of fire."
And she said, "Keep writing it."
Yeah.
And yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, so the dedication for the book is actually like for her. I think it says like to Tabby, which is the wife's name, Tabitha. This is for Tabby, who got me into it and then bailed me out of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. That's really nice of him.
Yeah, because that's in the beginning of the book, right?
Yeah, the
because
dedication.
the audiobook I was listening, I was like, when the fuck does this book actually start?
Yeah, there's always like a lot of intro stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the kid on the bike in the book says, "Hey, old fart face, old praying Carrie."
the hell?
Yeah.
Yo, fuck this little kid, bro.
I know. Well, she flipped him.
Yeah, she went, fuck you with my powers.
Mm-hmm.
This street looks very Haddonfield.
I think is it
It
Pasadena?
might be, right?
Hold on, let me check where this was filmed. Because I thought the same thing. I was like, this neighborhood feels like it's Haddonfield, which is kind of funny to say because it is in California.
Yeah, it gives me California vibes.
So yeah.
But yeah, Carrie ends up going home.
Mm-hmm.
She tells her mama what happened.
Yeah.
And they're having dinner.
Well, can we say how the mom visits Sue's?
Oh yeah, I forgot that scene.
That's a quick scene of her mom visiting Sue's mom. And she's selling her something. She's like a Mormon. She feels Mormon, knocking on doors. Come pray Jesus.
It was like the little Bibles, I think it is.
Okay,
I think she's giving her Bibles.
And the way she exits the scene, she does like a turnaround. Pray to God. And she says something. And I'm like, the mom really thinks she's in a comedy movie.
Yeah. So apparently she thought she was in a comedy movie or like some sort of parody. And that's why her character feels so out of place. I think it adds a little bit of something in the movie.
It does.
It's unsettling.
It gives her like, oh, this bitch crazy.
Yeah. Because she's like so over the top in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that scene is not in the book.
Her talking to Sue's mom?
Yeah, she doesn't leave the house.
Oh.
Or rather, she leaves the house for work because the mom works at like a laundromat.
Yes, and that's in the remake.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, she has scenes in the laundromat.
Yeah.
And Sue's mom comes to the laundromat in the
Oh,
remake. It's
yeah.
it's flipped.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, in the book, they never like interact. Sue's mom and
Yeah, so that's just
Carrie's
added.
mom. Yeah, it's added.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Which is interesting. That's like you would think they're friends, but then the daughters don't like each
Get
other.
along.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that.
Well,
I mean, I think it's like something cool. It's just I feel like this scene doesn't really go anywhere.
No.
It's just like she's crazy Christian or religious lady,
I
like
think it's to show us that
she's just crazy.
and
That's
then
it.
Sue coming home thinking, "Oh fuck, they know."
Yeah,
and
like
I'm in
kind of like
trouble.
exactly. That's the only thing I would say that it adds is that Sue now feels like, ooh, maybe I need to be nice to this girl because now the mom knows about
Well, she
me.
started feeling bad the minute the coach the coach be slapping girls.
Oh
left and
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
When she grabbed
yeah.
her and shook her, and she's like, "Oh my god, what am I doing?"
Yeah, exactly. But she kind of, some of them needed that.
I needed some more.
But yeah, she goes home and kind of she looks at herself in the mirror and then she shatters it. It does this effect where it like wobbles.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool because it's like her power. She's not in control of them yet.
Well, and the mom also locks her in the closet to pray. Can we talk about how creepy this Jesus look thing is? Like,
Honestly,
who has a Jesus that looks like this? This looks honestly, it looked like the mom bought it, and she put a little Barbie wig on it to look like her. And it has glowing eyes. And I was like, what in the Jesus is this?
the whole thing, it looked like Weird Al. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen Weird Al. It looks just like him.
The one Weird Al thing I know is
Madonna.
The Michael Jackson one. I'm bad, but it's the fat one.
I'm fat. Yeah, I think it's called Fat.
Automatic.
Yeah.
So yeah, she does end up breaking the mirror that night. Then the teacher, the next day, that's a guy teacher who he's giving me a little bit of a pedo vibes. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe it's just the time.
Maybe it is.
Yeah.
Because he's reading Tommy's poem, which I think was a joke. It wasn't like a real poem because it's talking about sex. If I remember,
I guess it could be.
It felt very sexual.
Yeah.
Poem, and everyone's kind of laughing at it, but Carrie thought it was beautiful. And
Oh, yeah.
they start making fun of her for it, and then Tommy says, "You suck." I feel like this is another scene where, like, I think the remake did it a little better.
Yeah, I mean, you also have to be like, this is 76.
Yeah,
so it's like
it's very 70s. Yeah. Because in the remake, this is where Sue gets the idea to tell Tommy to ask Carrie to prom because she notices how Carrie was kind of like
eyeing Tommy.
Mm-hmm. Because
I wish we did get more of that. I feel like the Tommy coming up to him and be like, "Hey, what's up, girl?" It felt really random to me.
In this movie, it feels like Sue just like, huh.
Ding!
Yeah.
Light bulb.
At least in the other movie, they kind of like, Sue notices that Carrie eyes him. So she's like, it kind of gives us more context.
Yeah.
Because it does feel kind of random that Sue, like, I understand she feels bad for her, but to the point where she's like, Tommy, you should take her.
Yeah.
Like, where did you see... Because
Like
I didn't see you in the
anything.
classroom.
Unless he's like the popular kid, that's what I got is that he's the popular kid.
Yeah.
But then this is the PE teacher scene
Yeah,
where she brings all the girls that were bad to Carrie and she beats their asses a little bit. And then she goes, I'm tired of you motherfuckers. And she makes them, there's a whole montage scene of them working out.
Yeah. Well, she gives them the option of like detention with me for a week or you don't go to prom.
Or not go to prom. And then they're all like, well, we have to go to prom. So they do it. And then, what's the main girl's name?
The main girl, her name is Chris. She fights back.
Yeah, Chris is like, you know what? I'm fucking tired of this. I'm not doing this. And then she gets slapped. And the teacher's like, what's up?
Yeah.
So not going to prom? And
so in the book, they do it a lot more violently.
Really?
Tell me all about it.
Yeah. So the teacher, she pretty much grabs her and like pushes her up against the locker and like pretty much is like choking her and like saying all those lines. And then she slaps her. So there's a lot of slapping in this book.
Good.
Which I've noticed in the movie. It's like everybody gets slapped. John Travolta, Chris, the mama.
Yeah.
Teachers back then. Honestly, though, I think they need to bring that back.
Okay,
because I see
let's
how some
chill.
kids act nowadays.
Let's chill.
Nah. I seen some videos.
Carrie.
Nah, bro. I seen some videos of kids acting up in school, and sometimes I'm like, some of y'all need to get your ass beat at home because y'all don't learn.
Yeah, but in the book, Chris actually, because at the end of that scene in the movie, she's like, I'm not doing this anymore, I'm going to leave. She does it before they do this whole workout scene.
Oh,
I really
okay,
don't know why
see.
they had to add this workout scene.
Yeah,
this detention scene, which is weird.
It's so weird. And like, we didn't
And
need
it's
it.
long.
The movie's still an hour 40. You can still cut out 10 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
This whole scene, we did not need it. She should have just been giving them the option, oh, I'm going to punish you guys then. Fade to another scene. We don't need to know that they're doing push-ups and jumping jacks.
Yeah. Chris could have just fought back here and that's it.
Yeah.
I get it. So then later that night, Chris is hanging out with her boyfriend Billy, who's played by John Travolta.
Which
Did
I
you
thought.
go down the cast?
No, we
No.
didn't.
Oh, it's okay. It's just that I know it's him, but she their relationship is very toxic. He slaps her. She calls him dumb shit. He doesn't like that.
Yeah,
if Carrie didn't do it to them, John Travolta would have killed her.
Oh yeah,
eventually.
Oh yeah, and I love that she doesn't want to like
Or
have
his
sex.
character. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't want to have sex, and he's like, "What is it with you?"
Okay.
It's like, oh my god, bro.
One thing I'll give Chris, I'll give her this because I need to ask her, the character, not the real person. How do you suck dick and talk at the same time? Because that's a fucking talent right there.
Bro, that is so true. If I was in trouble, I was like, bitch, just maybe his dick's small.
I don't know.
A lot of space.
Girl.
Look, I can talk to you while you do it.
But she doesn't sound like that. She sounds normal.
Yeah, she's like, hey, oh my God.
So
I hate Carrie.
if you can suck dick and talk normal at the same time, that's fucking talent right there.
Oh, you're not doing a good job.
Yeah. One of the two. But because I'm pretty professional at it.
Really?
Yeah. But I can't look at you. You look like Wayne's World. But I was like, okay, that's it's just funny. That scene makes no sense. How she's blowing him and she's just talking.
She goes,
Billy.
I hate Carrie. And I'm like, he's like, what? Who?
Okay, so then where are we at? Oh, Sue
is with Tommy.
and Tommy agrees to take
do the
Carrie
date.
to prom.
Mm-hmm.
So then the next day he tries to talk to her, but she runs. And then Carrie ends up talking to the teacher.
She should have ran like Cindy.
Cindy in Scary Movie. I'm not crazy. And
I love that he afterwards goes, because the teacher gets suspicious about it.
Of course.
Because she...
With the right to be.
Exactly. I'd be like, no, you guys were just fucking mean to her. And so what the fuck does this mean? Like, this is weird.
Yeah.
And we don't know if she's being nice or if she actually feels bad or if this is like a weird scheme. They actually do like they do like a fine line of like maybe she is trying to be a bitch and like scheming something, because we cut to also the crew doing something that we don't know what's happening. So Tommy goes, well, she already said no. And I'm like, she never said anything. She just ran away.
Yeah. She just I would have ran away too. I'm like, why your fine ass asking me out?
It's like, something's happening.
Even though you got to cut that hair, Tommy.
Looking like a golden poodle.
Yeah. So they just said that you're just doing it to be nice.
Yeah. But the teacher doesn't believe them. And then they're like, leave her alone.
Yeah. I know Norma your character ends up overhearing this, and that face.
And then Tommy goes to Carrie's house.
Yes, and he won't leave until she says yes.
Which is like, Tommy, chill.
You're lucky she's the one that opened the door, not
that's
the mama.
true. Mama would have been like, you sinner. I will say Carrie's voice, she kind of reminds me of Tommy from the Rugrats. Like the accent, it's like so like Tommy.
Yeah,
it's so good. I love her accent.
So then Chris and Billy and his friends, I have Freddie and I forgot the other one's name.
Billy and Co.
Billy and Company. Yeah. They go and kill the pig to get the blood from. And then that night during a storm, Carrie opens up to her mom about Tommy asking her to prom. I do like the way it's shot. It's beautiful with the lightning, the lightning, and then the painting of the Final Supper
in the background, which the candles.
Yeah, which it is their final supper.
I love this moment where she like tells her, and the mom goes, she just splashed the water on her face.
You know, I looked down for a second, then I look up and the candles were turned off and Carrie was wet, and I was like, what just happened? And I remember that's what she does. And I was like, this is such a reality TV moment.
Yes. Didn't Ray J had a moment like that where he broke up with a girl?
Yeah,
and she splashed the wine?
Yes. Yes. It's reality TV icon.
Oh my God.
Because that's exactly what you do. You always throw the drink and then you punch.
It's just the way she did it too, like...
Yeah, that happens in the book.
Oh, she does do that? Damn, she sucks, bro.
Yeah,
and then she's telling her like, you cannot go, like they're all gonna laugh at you. You're being surrounded by a bunch of sinners and all that stuff. Like she is just.
And this is where Carrie kind of shows her power a little bit to the mom, and she ends up closing all the windows in the house, and then the mom's like, "You have the power of Satan."
Yeah,
and she kind of crazy.
Get into the closet.
While Tommy looks like a golden doodle, she looks like a regular poodle.
Just a chocolate doodle.
Chocolate doodle. Mateo came back.
Oh my God,
What?
Mateo.
Yeah, I wasn't awake for it, but we looked at the camera. He was in my yard, and I was like, "How the fuck did you escape now?" But anyways, that's not the point.
I do want to mention
that
go
ahead.
There's a scene in the book that doesn't happen in the movie, and I wish they added it instead of putting these slow-mo scenes of other things. But there's a scene where Chris's dad actually comes into the school and talks to the principal.
Oh, in the remake, they have that scene.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in this one, they don't have it, but the dad is a lawyer. He comes to the principal's office and talks about how the coach was like abusing his daughter.
Yeah,
because I never came back because she was like, "You're not gonna get away with this," and then that's like that never comes back.
They add that scene in the remake.
So the dad was like, she's gonna not have she's not gonna be suspended, she's not gonna go to detention, and she's still gonna go to prom. But then in the book, the principal was like, well, if you want to sue us for abuse of the teacher, we can also sue you because your daughter was verbally abusing Carrie. And he pulls up pink slips, which are like receipts of like all the detentions that she's missed and everything that she's done to Carrie and other girls in the high school. So I kind of wish they saw we saw that the principal was also defending Carrie too.
Yeah, that's
but we
actually
don't see that.
Yeah, I actually wanted to see that because I feel like the teacher was the only running D for her. Like it was like the teacher was really like die hard for Carrie.
And then you kind of feel bad when she gets her demise in this one. It's like, God damn, she was even though in this one the death of the teacher feels accidental.
Spoiler, dude. No, I'm just kidding.
Like Carrie did.
Yeah, I don't think so. She's seen red.
It just happened. Where in the other movie, she purposely saves her.
Yeah, but I would have loved to see that because it's true. It also makes her makes this girl also Chris be like so much worse.
Yeah,
it's not just Carrie. She's just a completely horrible person.
Because her dad is the owner of Twister Strudel.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So then there's a scene where Chris is sabotaging the voting poll.
Yes.
And I guess it's like a random scene of some guy being like, "Hey, I want to be part of the voting thing."
It's Freddie.
It's Freddie.
It's one of Billy's friends. He wants to be part of it so he can control the ballots. Yeah.
It's like Elon.
Yeah. And then we do get a quick scene of Carrie making her dress while her mama prays for her.
And I'm gonna say that dress looked good. That shit was body tee because that shit was custom fit.
Yeah, it was. It was pink, like this shirt.
Your dirty pillows.
My dirty pillows. And then we get a quick scene of Billy and Chris setting up the bucket, and then the next day all the girls are decorating for prom. And in this scene I'm like, no one sees the bucket.
I guess the bucket's so high. Like, who would think that something's
No, I
there?
know. It was just that they were on ladders.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no one. But then I guess they do show a scene of how the bucket was set up, and I guess it's like
kind of hiding. Yeah. Also, like, nobody's thinking there's a bucket up there. Like, it's like,
I know
you're not gonna be like, I wonder if there's something up. Like, no.
Maybe
in reality,
maybe I'm just very more observant than I.
No, you're not.
I think I am.
No.
I think I am.
Someone did there's like this video on YouTube where their whole theory was, do people inherently look up if there's something in danger? And what they did is that they did like a fake BB gun battle, and they did videos with BB guns. So they're like, hey, you have to beat this guy. So he was peeking out of the door, shooting this guy from a distance, and then when he was getting close, he would like get inside the room, and then someone pulled him up, and he was like stuck to the wall on the ceiling.
Oh God!
So he was like kind of hanging there, and then he would shoot him from up there. Those people came in and they never looked up because they don't think there's not gonna be someone up there. Yeah, because you wouldn't know that something's up there. Only we know because we have the context in the movie.
Yeah. No, of course. Maybe I'm just the only weirdo that looks up in when he walks into rooms. I look up when I walk in. I don't know why. Dude, but
It's so fucking crazy.
I do.
Bro.
Bitch, you never know what's gonna be up. It could be like, I don't know, some type of flying demon.
You're the only demon here, bitch. Satan's power.
You got that right.
But yeah, there's like the montage scene of everyone getting ready.
Yeah. So then, Carrie's ready for prom. Her mama comes in and she's like, "Look at your dirty pillows. Okay, your breasts."
She was, Mama, everybody got them.
Yeah.
They're called breasts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly how she said it.
Yeah, thank you.
And then the mom warns her that they're all gonna laugh at you.
Yeah. Everybody gonna laugh at you.
Yeah.
I hate how that line's delivered at the end. It's so weird.
It's like very I don't know. It's weird. So Tommy picks up Carrie. They go to prom. All eyes on them. They do
you forgot to mention that she like moves her mom.
Oh, that's right.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I forget that it's.
Yeah.
I just felt like the mom would just throw herself back.
Like, onto the bed.
They do the little music cue. That's Carrie doing it. Yeah. And again, the mom does it in such a comedic way where she's like,
Yeah, she does it really funny. So in the book, Carrie actually drags her mom into the closet.
yes.
All the way to the closet?
Into that closet that she puts her in.
She closes her in the closet, and then throughout the night she escapes.
Yeah, something.
In the remake, that's how they do it.
So her powers are already more like crazy and okay.
Yeah. So the thing that I wish that they didn't do in the movie is that in the book they actually go back to her childhood, Carrie's childhood. And there's a scene where she pretty much brings stones down onto the house, and like the house is destroyed.
They do mention that in the book, towards the beginning.
Yeah, in the
right?
beginning, because the book is written very differently. It goes between the present and the future because it gives us articles and like interviews and newspaper clippings of,
about
like,
what happened.
people talking about the events that happened up to prom night. So it's the neighbor who's talking and seeing the stones come down on the house when Carrie was like 3 years old or something like
And it
that.
was only that house that it affected.
Yeah, it was only their house that it affected the hailstorm or whatever. So yeah, they don't really show the extent of her powers and how like powerful it is, but yeah, in the book they do.
I wonder why stones and like.
Well, because
Where
I
do
mean,
they
back in
come
the
from?
day, people, they
I
were
guess
stoned.
Getting
People were
stoned was because of that maybe.
Yeah, I can see that. And I guess like Carrie is supposed to be like, I always saw this movie that Carrie was like a punishment to the mom because she has Satan's powers and stuff because the mom had her out of a wedlock. So it's almost like the mom was cursed with Carrie.
Yeah.
So I can see it in that aspect.
I know in the remake when Carrie's born, she's born in the house. And the mom tries to stab her and she can't. Yeah.
That happens in the book too. She's born in the house.
And I know people don't like the remake and I understand. But I feel like the remake has more scenes from the book in it
Yes.
than this one.
I was gonna say the remake has like a lot of their aspects is very much closer to the book than the actual.
Yeah,
Because I think
The
it's like,
original.
yeah, because my thing is like, I think, yeah, you can have the same amount of books, but I know a lot of the criticism is that they go CG heavy on the remake. And it's like, it's in that era where if you don't take time, it's going to look like shit. So I think that's a really big, important part of it.
It doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look that bad because they also mixed it with practical.
Yeah.
Um,
And also how over the top it is too.
yeah, I know the main complaint is it's Chloe not being so ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's even then, like in this one, like she's like a beautiful girl, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh, her hair's not done, so she's ugly. I'm surprised they didn't give her glasses. And then this bitch ugly as hell.
I'm excited for the show because I know a show can take their time.
Yes.
It can be 8
Flesh
hours
out
long.
ideas.
Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna do the time jumping.
Yeah.
Between episodes, and if they do cast a girl from Hereditary, I think that casting is perfect.
Yeah, I think she like
From
looks
what the
like
book describes Carrie.
yeah, because she looks like a normal-ish girl, and like I feel like they need to hire everyone to be kind of like really attractive people around Carrie, because I feel like that is something that Carrie kind of struggles with. Is
She
that
has to stand
she
out.
seems like an outsider in front of everyone, but it's like she's prettier than these fucking bitches next to them, and it's
I
like
know.
yeah, she's not, no, that we need to see that contrast.
But yeah, now that you're like, oh, that's because, and I don't read, but you read it at least. So, and from what I listened to, I'm like, damn, the remake actually does the book better than this movie, I guess.
Yeah,
but
I mean, the lines from this movie is exactly from the book. Like some dialogue, is like straight from the book, which is cool
and that's
too.
good.
yeah.
But then you think of like the more added scenes of like showing the mom being kind of crazy. It's
Yeah.
like the remake that at least does that.
Mhm.
So there's cons and pros to them.
Yeah.
I like them both. I don't hate it. I went to see it in theaters. And
Didn't you give it like a 1 star? Didn't you give the remake like a 1
Did
star?
I?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
I think you gave it like a 1 or 2 star. I'm trying to see. I'm gonna go to your letterbox.
But anyways, in the book, I know in the movie Carrie is like looking through library books about telekinesis and stuff because she was interested. And she was like interested about her power. But in the book, actually, the telekinesis is hereditary.
Yes.
Oh.
So the mama could have it because it's also like women, right, that have it.
It's
recessive?
women show it. I think it's dominant and it's recessive in men. So by pure luck, her dad had the gene and her mom also has a gene, but we don't know if her mom showed any like signs of the power.
Unless it could skip it's a generation skip thing.
It could
where
be.
it could be like the grandma had it but never told
the
mom.
Oh yes, yeah, that's important too because the grandma had the power and she was like crazy and shit like that. And when Carrie's mom saw that in Carrie, she tried to kill her. Like the mom tried to kill Carrie.
I would love to see that.
Like as a baby.
That would be a good for a show.
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect because that could be a whole ass episode just about the grandma and the history between her and the mama.
So then if Carrie would have had a daughter, she probably would have maybe not had the power, but then that daughter may have had powers.
I just know it's dependent on that both genes need to show.
Okay.
Like in the parents.
That's actually, man, you see, like that's some cool ass shit that I would love to know more about.
Because I know some people assume that she got the powers because she was born out of wedlock or whatever.
Like she's cursed.
Yeah, like she's cursed, but actually it's just a genetic thing.
Yeah.
It's like a lot simpler.
Yeah, and I know this movie, it feels really based in reality. The only supernatural thing is Carrie, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like everything is based on real things. Nothing feels out of place because it's not like The Shining, where I know in the Shining book there's like you have like the Shining ability where it's like you can have a psychic connection with people. So that's different because it's not really based in reality, right?
Yeah.
So, but this one is just Carrie. That is the supernatural aspect of the movie, and I think it works well. I think the movie does a really good job. It's just there's some things that I'm like, damn, that could have been more cool to learn
I feel
about.
like a lot of the Stephen King stuff feels based in reality, with one thing being very out of this world.
Yeah, because like Pennywise.
Because even Pennywise, he's supposed to be an alien.
He's like a entity. He's like
that came from space.
Yeah,
there's a turtle.
A turtle planet, and he's like this entity, kind of like Cthulhu, where he's like very above beyond people.
He's like an alien spider.
Yeah.
So like that just. He's an alien spider that takes the form of something you fear. He just ends up being the clown more because clowns are just scary. From what I feel like that was the reason why.
Yeah,
he's mostly the clown.
Yeah, it's like Stephen King. I know Stephen King also has like a reputation of like a lot of his movies aren't very successful because his horror writing is more than just jump scares and stuff. They're more about just beyond horror, where it's like a terror and feeling this weird sense. Like I feel like, what's the horror in Carrie? It's like what is it, like this girl gone, like pushed to the end of her limits, and then just taking everyone with her,
massacres everyone.
Yeah. Like it's like that's the aspect of what made, at least in the movie.
And I mean, look at his masterpiece, Maximum Overdrive. I mean, that's pretty scary too.
Like a blender turning on and off.
And it's pretty real in reality. You know,
Yeah.
Cars now self-drive.
I think there's baseball in this movie.
There is.
I think when Sue visits Tommy, I think he's at baseball practice.
Oh,
remember?
He was just running.
It could have been, but
I thought he was just in track.
Maybe, but in the book it says Tommy was at baseball practice Monday afternoon.
Okay, so maybe I just missed it. Okay,
Yeah.
I was gonna say there's always baseball in Stephen King.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But beep beep, let's continue with the movie.
I mean, we're almost done. We're at prom.
Yeah, we're at prom, but there's still an hour left in this movie.
Well, we can explain it in 2 seconds. So, the teacher sits with Carrie. They have a very sweet moment. She tells her how she remembers when she went to prom.
And the teacher looked good.
Yeah, she does.
Oh my God.
Tommy and Carrie then end up having a little dance. Carrie's very nervous.
And they're so sweet. Like he feels like he likes Carrie.
Yeah.
And from what I understand in the book, you had said that like he doesn't find her repulsive.
Yeah, in the book when he goes to ask her to prom, they're like, she's far from repulsive, and then he describes her in like a very pretty way.
Okay.
Yeah, so he might be being like, damn, Carrie kind of fun.
Yeah.
And then
everyone has different tastes.
Exactly.
And he says, Sue, ugh.
Sue,
you smell. No, but
they're dancing and they're spinning.
Yeah,
and spinning.
And they kiss.
And they keep spinning.
Yeah. Then they do the prom votes and they sneak in Chris and Billy.
Sneak in the votes too.
Yeah.
The way she does it.
Norma and Freddie make out while they throw away their ballots secretly.
Like this. And then they pass out like another packet.
Which is all just for only Tommy and Carrie. They win prom king and queen.
And there's this beautiful scene, just slow-mo. Her walking in, like really enjoying the moment, and she's so happy, and the music is so beautiful. And cut to the bucket upstairs. Dun, dun,
yeah,
dun, dun.
And Sue notices it, and it's very slow motion how Sue is figuring out this Home Alone contraption.
Yeah, and then she looks down the stairs, and she sees under the stage, and Chris and Tom and Billy are there fighting with each other,
slapping each other around.
And then the teacher notices Sue, and then she's like, Sue, and then and then she's like, bitch, get the fuck out. I knew you were doing some bullshit. And then she takes her out. She saves her.
Yeah, that's what ends up saving Sue. If not, Sue was gonna die at the prom too.
Yep.
The blood falls on Carrie. The bucket falls on Tommy and dies. The hair wasn't enough to protect him.
My thing, I'm
sorry. It's
silly.
This kill will never make sense to me.
I mean, I kind of get it, right? Because I think it's really high up, and like how Joy was telling us while watching the movie, it's like it's pure metal. It's like metal rim. So like that is falling at a fast speed.
Right.
It could. I don't know about killing you. I'm thinking maybe like knocks you out and gives you a big concussion.
You don't think that would cut into your head?
I feel like if the rim hits him, but
yeah, if the rim.
It just depends on the height too, because I feel like if it falls from a building, yes, but from the stage, I don't think it could be that.
My thing is, I've seen like the videos with the tires coming like really fast and hit someone like in the face. Those motherfuckers live. They just are knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know if that would actually kill somebody. It's not that high up. It's like a story
I just
tall.
think Stephen King didn't know how else to kill this kid for
Yeah.
Carrie to snap. And
Unless in the book is different.
is it?
No, it's like the rim of the bucket.
Okay, so it's the rim. It's specifically the.
it's
Okay, so
specifically
I
the
guess
rim.
I guess that makes yeah, it's harder and I guess it's going
But
down fast.
When you have 70s poodle hair, listen.
That's cushion.
Exactly. Cushion for the pushing. You know what I'm saying?
But then this is the scene where it gets all trippy and she starts seeing everything in multiple what is that called?
In Spider Vision.
In Spider Vision. But what's that toy called that you see like the colors and you spin?
Kaleidoscope?
Kaleidoscope. That's
and
a
then
cool word.
everybody's laughing. That's a good word. And everyone's laughing.
Yeah.
And then I hear, everybody will laugh at you.
They're all gonna laugh at you. That was good.
it's like so silly.
So then it's really cool how they shoot this because it's like split screen and it's like Carrie's perspective, other perspective, but then we see Carrie like in close ups and farther away.
And she looks
I do like the way the prom is done
terrifying.
here better.
Yeah. I think this scene is so fucking great. Like this third act is like incredible when she turns off the lights and she's just pure red.
Yeah.
And then she just looks so menacing.
Yeah.
And it's almost like she is, you can tell she crashed.
Well,
the fuck
even
out.
then earlier, the mama's like, "Oh, your dress is red," and she's like, "No, it's
No, it's
pink,
pink.
mama." But now it's red.
It's pink, mama.
Yeah. and she
the dress is red though in the book.
in the book is
yeah.
red.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I think
okay.
they made it pink in the movie, so it's more like the blood. You
I
can see the
like
blood.
that.
I like
I
that
love
too.
the blood making it red.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
red on red is just gonna look
Yeah.
red.
Is it the remake? It's red, right?
No, it's still pink.
It's
Yeah.
pink.
It's this
Oh, okay.
color, yeah. Because she does the lining. It's pink, mama.
It's pink, mama.
Yeah, I do like the pink better. I feel like it when the blood gets thrown on her, it adds to the line of the mama thinking it's red, and then it's like the symbolism of it's coming.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And blood.
And
Yeah, and she water hoses everybody up in there. She electrocutes people. She throws tables on everybody. People be
flying.
flipping over
And
the punch.
This is
and-
where I went.
You just drown in water. You got water hosed. Like,
Bro, I couldn't drink water. I was trying to drink it all.
yeah, like the teacher gets hit with something coming down.
And this is that sad death. And I'm like, man,
Yeah.
but it doesn't feel on purpose. It felt really accidental,
Mm-hmm.
at least. And does she live in the book or does she
yeah,
die?
she lives in the book.
She lives?
Because in
Okay.
the end, they have that whole article, and she's like doing an interview and saying that she's resigning from the school because she doesn't want to be there anymore.
So in the remake they do save her, so it's more book accurate, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess killing the teacher in a way villainizes Carrie because she was innocent while everyone else wasn't.
And that's the thing. I mean, at least from the movie, I kind of got where she's like, I'm tired. Like, and also she kept seeing the teacher laughing.
And
in her mind, she sees like the
that's
teacher's
another thing
laughing
I'm
at her.
thinking, yeah.
But when you cut to her, she's not laughing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so in the book, they are laughing.
Even the teacher?
Yes. Everyone's laughing. But the thing about that is that
That makes no sense.
That's so mean.
the thing
The
is that,
teacher.
that doesn't, it says Miss Desjardins came running over to her and she wasn't laughing anymore. So I assume that she was laughing. But I also think that they weren't laughing out of humor. It was more of
Nervousness.
nervousness. Yeah.
Mm.
Because it's like, that was what made people laugh. We couldn't help it. It was one of the things where you laugh or go crazy. Carrie has been the butt of every joke for so long, and we all felt like we were part of something special that night.
That's so sad.
It's weird, but it seems like they would rather laugh than, because it's like, oh, we've made fun of her for so long. What's the point of actually feeling bad at this point? We'll just laugh because that's normal for the school.
That's so bad.
Which is sad.
Oh.
I think I like the way it shot better in the way of like they're not laughing anymore.
Yeah, like
But Carrie thinks they're laughing.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's like it's kind of making
Because her
like
psychosis is now she's snapping.
yeah, she is crashing the fuck out, and she's like, oh, Mama was right.
Especially the teacher. That to me feels out of character.
Yeah, because like the thing
Especially
is,
from the beginning now to the end, her laughing. Now that just feels out of character.
yeah,
Yeah, it
exactly. And Mama was, and the sad thing is, Mama was right.
Mama was right.
Everybody gonna laugh at you.
They all end up laughing at her. It's like the mom in a way had telekinetic psychic powers. Like
Yeah, but
yeah.
Carrie here, everybody lights up on fire.
Yep. She burns down the gym. Everyone pretty much dies. Chris and Billy get away, but they end up following Carrie and they try running her over. But Carrie does I'm trying to think of what's a good like
the James Bond, like
yeah.
She turns around and strikes a pose.
She's like, I'm bad. Like
she serves face and then they just blow up.
They blow up. Serving face makes people die, girl.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
She dangerous. She got a dangerous face card.
In Final Destination, the first one, somebody on Twitter was like,
"Oh, when your girlfriend dies,
but you decide to serve face,"
and he's like, "Fuck."
Yeah, I mean, Carter was hot.
Yeah.
So anyways, so
but like Final Destination, because Sue and the other people survived Death's design, Death was still coming. Snap, because I'm gonna bring it back later.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure. The remake does their deaths exactly like the book. Billy and Chris
with the car.
The car. This one, they just kind of roll over and explode.
I like better of Chris and her having a final
like show
eye to
off.
eye.
Yeah.
Like showdown.
Bitch, I got your ass.
Yeah.
And she goes.
So then she goes home and she washes the blood off and she comes out of the shower looking for her mama. Her mama sees her.
Mama, hug me. It was terrible.
They all laughed at me like you said.
And she goes, let's pray one last time, Carrie. Come here. Let's pray one last time. Come here.
What you mean one last time?
Our Father.
I'm like that meme of the little boy. What you mean one last time?
And then she grabs the knife, big ass knife, and stabs Carrie right in the back.
And she goes, ah! And falls down the stairs.
Dun, dun, and then she's coming, chasing her, but like really slow, almost like she's also crashing the fuck out. She is done. Oh, and she tells Carrie, I wish I would have fucking aborted you.
Yeah.
Or I wish I would have myself when I had you. And
the mom looking really scary, coming at her with a knife, and then Carrie comes and makes knives fly, and
she serves face again.
And the mom starts moaning as she's dying.
Yeah, she's dying, and I don't know if you noticed, she dies in the same pose as the Jesus statue.
Yeah, that looks exactly like her.
Yeah, and then with the
so again,
arrows,
she kind of had like telekinetic psychic powers.
That's true.
She saw her death.
Yep, you're right.
FD style. So,
but then Carrie feels bad and takes the mom out of the nailed wall, and then she the house starts crumbling down like beneath itself.
Yeah, and
she locks herself in the closet with the Jesus statue.
In the book, does Sue come to the house while the house is breaking down?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
so
added.
Sue's thing, they changed all of that because Sue was in the house when the school goes on fire, and then she sees the fire trucks coming in, going to the school, and that's when she goes out. And the school's already on fire.
So Sue doesn't even show up during the prom?
No. Not in the book.
Okay. Both movies still did it the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In the movie, while the house is crashing down, Sue walks in. It's like, Carrie, come out. I can save you.
Yeah, that's different too. In the book, Carrie doesn't do the house crumbling thing in the book.
Mm-hmm.
She's like walking around like the neighborhood, and Sue goes and finds her. Like walking around.
Oh, you see, I think the 2001 does that.
The 2002 one.
I think.
Yeah, and Carrie dies in her arms, in Sue's arms.
Died in your arms tonight.
Is Sue pregnant in the book?
They allude to that, but then she gets her period at the end.
Oh, okay.
Like Carrie.
In the remake, she's pregnant.
Yeah, in the book, they allude to say that Sue's period was late, but then at the end, she gets her period. So.
And she goes, Carrie, I miss you.
Yeah.
No, well.
So the thing about the book too is that Carrie is actually a lot more scarier in the book because she doesn't kill people in the school. She kills people in the town. She kills the whole town.
Okay.
You were just saying that.
That's what I'm remembering.
Yeah.
So I remember on Telemundo when I was a little boy, Telemundo was playing a Carrie movie, and I remember the whole town being on fire, and she's walking down the street. So it might have been that one.
Yeah.
So that has to be the 2002 version of Carrie.
Yeah.
Okay.
She kills everyone in the town. She like brings down the electrical cables and they put it on the street. And everyone's coming out and they get electrocuted. Okay. And she even like
I can't wait for the show to do all this.
Yeah, and the one thing that I liked about it is that Carrie, she actually drains all the fire hydrants out. So when the firefighters come, they can't put out the fire.
That's fucking crazy.
She's Wanda.
Mm-hmm.
She's Wanda.
Yeah, she's like, I thought about this.
I'm excited. I hope Mike Flanagan adds all this. To
Well, he's a
the
fantastic
show.
writer, and he knows how to write horror really well. So I'm sure he's gonna kill it.
Um,
But yeah, this is where we see Sue. She is in a coma.
she's in a Nightmare on Elm Street now.
Yeah.
Dreaming, visiting Carrie, and the arm comes up.
Yeah, very Friday the 13th.
Yeah, but the land is for sale over all these pebbles.
Yeah, and it's like a deep hole too.
Mhm.
And then she wakes up freaking out.
Yeah.
I do love that the mom has a line here that makes no sense. She goes, "Oh, she's old, and I heard online that she's young enough to not remember all this." It's like, this bitch is like 17.
And I think
What do you mean she's not gonna remember?
And I think that's her actual daughter, if I'm not mistaken. So I saw this trivia on IMDb, and I know it's IMDb, so we can't believe everything we see. But let me see, where is it?
Also in the book, the mom doesn't die by crucifixion. Carrie just slows down her heart.
Oh, okay.
So I think in the movie they just did it more visually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
I
she kills her by slowing down her heart.
So it's like melodramatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like pretty much.
So I mean, they have different last names.
They do, but it says in the last scene of the film, Amy Irvin's outburst so terrified her real life mother Priscilla Pointer that she screamed out Amy instead of Sue. She had never seen her daughter that hysterical and called out her real name in concern. However, the loud ending music covered the mistake.
Interesting. Well, we couldn't notice it.
I didn't notice it.
And also, I mean, if they have different, I don't know if there's.
Remember, sometimes when you get married, you don't take your husband, especially if you work like, I guess your star name.
Yeah, true. But that's where the movie ends.
Yeah, that's where
Girl,
Carrie
get
ends.
that lace from Fix. And that is Carrie 1976.
1976.
And part of the remake as well. We kind of covered.
That was the year my dad was born.
Damn, he was going to have you 17 years later.
I know, he's about to be 50. That's crazy.
Old.
Mm-hmm.
Old.
I think the ending of where Sue sees her in a dream, I think that was them trying to, because there's a lot of alluding to telepathy.
Yeah.
Telepathy between Carrie and everyone, because she goes in a lot of people's heads. Because when people in the interviews, people were like, the interview was like, how did you know it was Carrie? And they were like, I don't know, I just felt it. I heard her. I felt that it was just Carrie.
She's more like an entity.
I don't know
almost.
who Carrie is, but I heard it in my head.
That's cool.
So,
interesting.
In the end, it seems like Sue is talking to Carrie.
Look at this motherfucker looking like he reading. Stop pretending.
It seems like Sue and Carrie are talking to each other, but through their minds.
I see. That's pretty
I
cool.
think maybe that's what the ending was, but the ending was weird.
Yeah, it's
It
it
seems like it was
feels
added.
they didn't know how to finish
End
end
it,
the
yeah.
movie,
Mhm.
and then they could have just left it with her dying, and
I
that's
mean,
it.
I see it. I feel like in the movie, it feels like Sue regrets everything that happened to Carrie and it wish it didn't happen. Now she just lives with that regret, so that's why she's just having nightmares.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can see that as well. But there goes that movie. So let's
Yeah.
start with Daddy of the movie,
Carrie.
Carrie.
Who's your daddy?
That's Carrie.
Tommy.
Carrie carried it.
Tommy. No,
Billy.
Billy.
No.
Oh.
No, Billy is awful in the
He's-
book.
yeah,
he's
he's-
very sadistic and abusive, and he slaps Chris a lot.
Yeah, he slapped her once, and I was like, oh my
Yeah.
god. Like I felt bad for Chris. I was like, girl.
I feel like
Don't call me a dumb shit.
yeah.
I don't know why, but I feel like the men in this movie are actually one-dimensional compared to the women, which is very.
I mean,
different.
which is good because usually
Yeah.
it's the other way around how their women are written in old
Yeah.
media, especially.
Mhm. So
How does it feel being that it's written by Stephen King? Because I get this conversation a lot. I hear this a lot where it's like Stephen King
because it was
writing
written
about
by
women.
a man,
Yeah,
I think it's fine.
yeah, he did a good job. I feel.
He says that the Carrie was based off of two girls he knew in high school.
Yes.
So
I've heard that
I
Interesting.
don't know the extent of that, but I think it's fine.
It's a girl that he knew, and she would wear the same. She always she wore the same clothes every single day, and
Mm.
she wasn't the prettiest or something. So yeah, he kind of based Carrie off of her.
Yeah, and I think it's fine because I think it's not in first person; it's in third person. It's
That's
from an
true.
outsider's perspective.
From an outsider's, I guess that
and
makes a
we're
difference.
in the book. We're looking from different people's POVs. It's not just Carrie. So
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
Okay.
It's his first book, published book. So
Okay.
mm-hmm.
Best kill. I mean, this is.
There's not really kill. I'm just kidding.
Shut the fuck up, Carrie.
I'll give it to the mom.
Yeah, the mom was pretty cool. I'm trying to think of another one. Yeah, the mom. The mom was the best one.
Yeah, because everyone
Tommy.
else, Norma with the hose.
Bro, that hurt, okay? Nah, Tommy, the bucket. Just hit him in the head.
Wet ass pussy. Yeah. Get that bucket in the mouth.
And
I
then
think his kill makes sense in the book though, because it's like the bucket had blood in it.
okay,
It's
that makes
still-
more sense.
It had like a quarter filled with blood.
Oh, so I
So
didn't flip
maybe
all the
it-
way. Oh, okay.
Oh, in the book
It
there's
has-
2 buckets.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was for both of
So
them.
a bucket full of
Yeah.
blood, that's heavy enough if
Yeah.
falling that it'll.
Yeah.
Kill you.
That can
yeah.
kill you.
Mhm.
But the empty ass bucket that falls in this movie look like they didn't even hurt. It looked like they're like, hey, we're gonna throw this bucket at you. He's like, all right, I'll just fall.
Just
And
hit,
that's-
just do it.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's it.
also, blood doesn't.
Huh?
The blood would have
Coagulated?
Yeah.
Well, it's in a pool, right? So like
Mhm.
the in between is it can probably there's gonna be a film on top of it,
How
right?
does blood coagulate?
It coagulates, but it like a
Because
bucket.
Why?
it's also like
It's oxygen.
Oh.
yeah, because it's out in the open.
I just know in the book they say that like the pail was like ice cold. So I don't know if that affects blood.
We should Google that.
Yeah, but
Do you know? ChatGPT, baby.
you asked me about how I feel about Stephen King writing this book, and it's fine. I question more of the director of the movie.
Yes.
The director's weird for putting those fucking scenes of those teenage girls in the beginning and
Yeah.
Carrie's scene. I think that's weird and not needed at all.
Yeah, no. I think it could have been done better if it was kind of being like Carrie's insecure because she's surrounded by like all these like women that are so proud of their bodies and she's kind of like
Yeah.
like she's the only one that's shy about it. Then I can
I
kind of
feel
see
like
it.
in the locker room. If Carrie's standing off in a corner looking at all these girls naked, enjoying themselves, I guess that might have been better.
Yeah,
but
because she would
maybe.
feel insecure.
Yeah, but it's just Carrie turning around taking a shower
Yeah.
while everything else is happening around her.
Yeah, that's weird.
Mhm.
But Stephen King does he does describe Carrie in a way, sort of, where it could feel a little uncomfortable. Like he describes her breasts and her nipples and stuff like that. So it is kind of like weird. And then he's also like super racist.
Oh yeah, I
and
think
homophobic. But that's like the 1970s.
I wouldn't
so I
say
feel
that
like,
he is that. It's just that he writes those slurs because
yeah, he writes a lot
the
of
people.
slurs.
I mean, this is also in what the 70s.
74.
Yeah, so it's like I'm sure that was very common back in
Well,
the day.
Yeah.
the original Pennywise, they like to throw out the N word, and then the remake, they're like, let's not be that bad. Let's just throw out the F word. So they
The
do
F
that
word.
instead.
Yeah.
So it doesn't
Because-
change anything.
Well, because it's a hate crime causes the second movie
Yeah.
to happen.
Mhm.
That's how it starts.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the I forgot his
Well,
name.
because the first Pennywise, the kids are in the 50s.
Yes.
And then in this newer version of Pennywise, they're in the 90s.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
then what they do with the original one is that I forgot his name, the little black kid, he fights racism. Like the bullies
Okay.
are racist towards
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
But in the remake, what happens is that all his family died during a hate crime.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
they're
see, I
not
see.
racist towards him.
No, but
Yeah.
then the second part of it starts with a gay couple getting followed in a fair, and then they get hate
Hate
crime.
crime, yeah.
And Pennywise eats one of them. And, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like he feeds off because it's fear. It's like that's the fear.
I see.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, I was gonna ask ChatGPT. Hey ChatGPT, I was watching the what?
Go ahead.
Wait. She's not listening.
If they do remake this, I want them to remake it in like there in the 70s and not like a modern time. Like a
Yeah.
modern remake. I'd rather them just
Like a
stick
period
to the
piece.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because now the thing is with now, it's like, let's add cell phones.
Yeah.
And let's record it and upload. That's what they did in the remake. Let's
Yeah, I
just upload a
know.
video of Carrie having her period. And
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm trying to talk to this girl over here.
This is why you just Google things.
Right.
Hey. Oh. It's a poor connection.
Does blood coagulate in
Does
ice?
blood coagulate?
I'm just going to Google, does the blood
Hey,
bucket
so I
make
was
sense?
watching the movie Carrie, and they have the bucket full of blood. Why didn't it coagulate? Wouldn't it just like turn like hard or something like that?
Yes, blood can coagulate in a cold
you're
bucket.
really diving into the science of it, huh?
Yes, the infamous
I
blood.
respect that. So here's the deal with blood coagulation.
Lower temperatures significantly slow down
it does
coagulation
clot and
problem.
thicken over time, especially if it's exposed to air. But when it's fresh and still hot, like it was in that bucket at prom, it doesn't have a chance to do the whole clot and turn solid thing right away. The blood would have been liquid enough to splash all over Carrie's white dress before it started thickening, especially with the heat in the environment.
Okay, so it has to be hot.
Also, there's another sneaky trick filmmakers pull here. You're watching movie blood, which isn't real blood most of the time.
No shit.
Yeah.
Mixture of corn syrup, food coloring.
Okay.
Yes,
thank
honey.
you, girl.
Okay, so
It's
the bucket, so it has
pig's
to be
blood.
hot for it to stay liquid.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
well
it's
then.
at least takes a longer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they mentioned an ice bucket then.
Yeah.
The blood was the bucket was in ice, but okay.
Yeah. But there goes that. So Carlos, what movie are we watching next week?
So I'm sitting here.
What?
Guys, the place is gonna blow up.
Stop! Don't do that.
Jesus,
Carlos,
you
the
scared
whole
shit
we
out
gotta
of me.
fucking go.
You
Don't
scared
do
me.
that. Don't do that. So
Oh my god.
I've been on a Final Destination high. I did go see. forgot to mention this. I went to see the new one last week by myself.
How was that experience?
It was good.
You sometimes you gotta need to do that.
Yeah, it was nice. I did have to get up and go to the bathroom, but I don't think I missed anything. I had to pee so bad. I was like, why now? So we're gonna start with the second one because we haven't done any of the sequels. I did watch all of them this week except 4. And I was gonna ask everyone in a poll on Instagram if you guys want us to do the whole franchise this summer, because we'll do that, and then when the new one streams, we'll watch it. But maybe not every week. Maybe we'll skip a week or 2 and then do another one.
Yeah, or maybe like every other week.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we'll do like a normal movie, and then the next week.
Yeah. And I know that the directors of Talk to Me just released Bring Her Back. That comes out this next past week, and I want to see that too. So, but we'll watch Final Destination 2 for next week, and we'll go from there. So join us next week for that. And I know there's a Friday the 13th also coming next month, so be ready for that. And yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I just watched the first one and I said, damn, kind of good. Love that first one.
Mhm.
We do have an episode on that very long time ago.
Yeah, it was just the 2 of us.
Yeah, just the two.
of us.
And
And I don't remember what I said in that episode, so
I think we liked it.
I know I did. It's just my opinions change over time.
Yeah, it's okay. Don't kill us.
Yeah. But yeah, and remember,
Stay spooky, stay sexy, and remember, if you want to feel terror, take Carrie to prom.
and don't bully people.
Yeah, don't bully people. Just be
It's
good.
that simple.
Just be nice.
Yeah, because you never know when you might meet a telekinetic friend. That shit will go pop off.
And then she gonna save you like the Chloe in the remake.
Yep. Or like Charles Xavier,
Mm-hmm.
or Wanda Maximoff, or who else?
I don't know actually.
No.
Invisible Woman.
Sure.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching and listening.
See you in your dreams.
Horror Daddies.
Mwah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.